What's up, Internet? Welcome to the PixelPlay podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Kaylan, aka Catastrophe, joined as always by my co-host, Adam at CS Radical, and making his return from his trip, Chris is back. Everybody clap at Chris.
Boo!
I knew that was going to happen. I knew Adam was going to do that.
Now, Chris, I'm kind of disappointed. You're coming back from vacation, and you are no more tan than you were when you left. I'm kind of disappointed.
No, where I went in Alberta, where I went on vacation to go much colder than the current temperature. April in Alberta is very cold.
It's a choice.
Like -4.
What a stupid idiot.
Yeah, go south.
It's like Canadian goes on vacation to colder weather.
Way to
In
burn
Canada,
a vacation.
mountains, they're pretty.
Did you enjoy the mountains?
I did. I played my Nintendo Switch 2 in a Muskoka chair, drinking coffee, looking at a mountain.
That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, that was my favorite moment.
Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are your internet's favorite gaming podcast. This week, I'm going to be challenging the guys. I'm coming to them with a list of 10 games from Metacritic, and their job is to rank them in the order that they think goes from highest to lowest. If you like that, you like any sort of gaming culture discussions, we are the place to go. You can find us wherever you get your podcast by searching for PixelPlay Podcasts. We also have a Discord. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. We also do a little bonus show on Fridays called Side Quest. Adam, what did you guys do this week for Side Quest?
We are unfortunately taking the tall task of trying to name every character in the entire Kingdom Hearts games.
Jesus Christ.
You should have been there. We could have used your help.
I mean, it doesn't seem fair having the JRPG King come in and helping you guys out with this task.
To be fair, if we're being fair, some of it's Disney knowledge.
I was going to say, so Donald Duck's there, Goofy.
You're not completely out of it.
No.
He's got 2 out of 268 right there.
There you go. 268? Really?
286, actually.
Oh,
damn.
Oh, yeah, I mixed it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaylan comes in. He's like, did you guys get Xehanort? It's like, whoa, what just happened?
Did you guys forget him? How could you guys forget him? And then Adam does a little Saturday morning cartoon kind of experience where he goes and plays some retro games. Adam, do you know what you're playing this week?
Yeah, we're still continuing MLB Power Pros. We finally took care of the beginning story mode where it is a RNG nightmare. So I save scum my way through it. We almost became our injury counter was almost legally able to drink in Canada. We made it to 18. So we'll be seeing the OnlyFans of my injury counter shortly at this point. But we did manage to beat that mode by save scumming like a son of a bitch.
Perfect.
And now I'm playing the actual MLB career mode where you can take that character from that mode and actually start playing full MLB seasons. So I'm trying that out for the first time. And we'll probably mess with that for like another week or so and see how that goes and then kind of decide from there.
Yeah. God bless save scumming. I use it so much.
I was afraid. I thought potentially, because the first stream I didn't have a counter or anything because I didn't think anything of it. The second time I brought in a counter for all the injuries because I had 11 injuries. I counted the first stream. I injured myself 11 times and had to restart. I ended up at 18. But I thought about, should I do resets too? And I said, no, for two reasons. One, I'm not watching the entirety of that stream to count that first one. And two, also no.
Yeah, you abused that. I watched the last one, and you abused the save scumming.
You don't have a choice unless you are just like playing really, really, really well at all times. If you don't fail, it's perfectly fine. If you fail, have fun getting through it.
It was a lot like real life. I liked it. You play a game of baseball, you eat a piece of candy, then you save, and then you go work out. If you get hurt, you just reload your life and go work out again instead. It's very realistic.
Again, it's an old PS2. Although I can't even make that excuse now because the mode I'm now playing with, you can save and continue. Whereas in that mode, if you're going to save, you have to exit. So every time you have to save, you have to exit the mode and then go back. It's fucking irritating. I jokingly said, it's like, you know what? If I actually just could have continued from the save point instead of having to wait for it to exit, reload it again, and this is PS2 days, so memory cards are involved, I probably would have saved us 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It always just it baffles me how ridiculous it used to be to save and save your progress. I remember being a kid and having the SNES and stuff and playing games that had no save states or whatever. Yep. And we would leave to go to my grandparents' house for the weekend, and I would leave it turn off the TV so my parents think the Nintendo's off. I would run it all weekend just on.
I would put a tiny piece of duct tape over the red light on the Super Nintendo so they wouldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would lean like a Sega Genesis box on the Genesis to cover the light or something.
They'll never know.
They'll never know. They knew.
Yeah,
they found sometimes.
They didn't. As a parent, I can say they don't care. They're too tired.
Depends.
True.
Yeah.
Depends on what the level of care was.
Well, that's
But
what
no. Old games are just. Every time I finish a game on the stream now, I go, okay, I still like this game. It could use some work now. Like every single time, me playing Mega Man Legends was like, that camera, man. And now here I am playing MLB Power Bros and being like, save and continue would have been great, guys.
Yeah, they assume if you're going to save, it's because you're done. That's it. That's all they thought you.
No, it's because they knew you would just constantly reload your saves and were like, well, at least we're going to make you work for it. And I know that had to have been it because the other mode doesn't have that issue and there's no RNG bullshit in that mode. So they knew what they were doing. That was a conscious choice.
This is very on purpose.
Yeah. Other than that, what have you guys been playing this week? Adam, I'm going to start with you because you've been playing a game that I am kind of interested to hear about.
I haven't gotten too deep into it, but I am playing Mouse PI for Hire, which is my thing.
Oh, yes.
I want to say I may be like 2-ish hours into it. I played a little bit on the weekend, but I haven't gotten like too deep into it. I'm a bit torn on how I feel about it right now. It's fun, and I do love the vibe of it. Like, it does everything that you want it to do. It's a boomer shooter that looks like it's from 1930s black and white cartoons. It nails that perfectly. Do I care about the story or the voice acting or anything else about it? No, not particularly. Also, I don't know why on the video audio quality just suddenly got really, really bad. Hold on a moment while I flip this totally not YouTube video off of 144p. There we
This is
go.
just what you sound like normally, Adam.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
Yeah, I think it's just, yeah.
What do I know? But yeah, it runs really, really well. I do think that the gunplay is a little not where I'd like it to be. Like, headshots don't really mean anything, which is kind of frustrating. So it's like, well, what's the point in shooting anything?
To be fair, I've seen Bugs Bunny, and those guys are pretty resilient. I can see a headshot not really hitting them.
Yeah, but like if you pop them in the head as your final shot, it explodes, and they do like little bits of ink pop out. So it's like there seems to be some rhyme or reason to it, and yet the damage doesn't seem to show that very well. So it's kind of hard to tell. But like the levels aren't too long. Like everything isn't overstaying its welcome. Now I've seen the overall game time is somewhere around like the 10 to 11 hours, and that's where I'm like, okay, that's not terrible. We'll see where it goes. The only thing I can really say against it is like, as far as I'm concerned, it's not doing anything to hook me in so deep that I have to keep working or keep playing it. Like I can it's another game like Lost and Found Company and Retro Rewind where it's like I can play it for an hour, but you're not going to get me like just bum rushing through this thing to get it done. I'm not getting that vibe of it. So I'm not going to go that far. I don't know where IGN's coming up with the 6 out of 10 on it. I think that's a little rude.
Should have paid them more money.
But I mean, everybody's allowed their opinion, but that's one of those reviews where I went, I don't like an IGN 6 basically means it's unplayable most of the time. I wouldn't go that far here.
Well, I think if I remember the review, what they were kind of like, the disassociation is like the tone and like the theme of the game versus the gameplay itself. And that kind of what you're saying, that there's a bit of a cognitive dissonance in terms of what the gameplay and what you're doing versus what the story and what the theme of the game is.
Like, what are they meaning in terms of that?
Well, like, you're playing as, like, a private investigator kind of thing, but all you're doing is just going around just mowing everybody down in like, a level. Like, it's very Doom-esque.
Like in a cartoon.
Yeah.
So their problem is it's like a cartoon.
Hey, I'm not, don't look at me, I'm not the reviewer, I'm just saying.
I didn't actually read the review. I've just seen the score and being like, that seems harsh.
Yeah.
But if you're telling me that it's more because of like a cognitive dissonance kind of thing, it's a cartoon, man.
Yeah.
This is, like, is it maybe a case of like they're maybe thinking like it's because it's got that noir setting that's supposed to be serious? In which case I go, maybe if it wasn't looking like a 1930s cartoon,
I gotta be honest.
that's also a boomer shooter.
Yeah, like, I'm liking what I'm seeing here, and it looks very Doom-esque. My thing is, it's just maybe, like, just weird for me to see, like, old-timey, cartoons running at, like, a high refresh rate is kind of disorientating. I feel like this might be a game that does actually benefit from having a lower resolution, or like a lower frame rate.
I mean, you could toggle it probably. I mean, I just have it uncapped like I normally do. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, like everything they've done so far, like I've only got a couple of weapons. Like I have a shotgun and a machine gun, which is perfectly serviceable. Oh, and dynamite. So like, I'm still getting the urge that more often than not, I'm either just using the pistol or punching my way around until I run out of ammo and I need to use something else. But like, as it stands right now, I'm not like swayed in one way or the other. Like I'm in that like 7 to 8 range, and I'm not really sure where I stand on it yet. But it's mostly just because like I need to see more of like, okay, what other offerings are there? How do the enemies scale up? Are there more different enemies? Because so far it's usually the same like 3 things over and over again. They just introduced a double jump by the time I got to where I'm at. So like they're slowly starting to institute things. The only thing I'm going to complain about is there's a card mode. There's like a baseball cards like game that it does. And the AI kicks my ass and I don't like it. I'm very upset.
Kicks my ass.
It's not fair. He has all the good cards, and I can't do anything. It's cheating.
It's just getting you prepared for the real world, Adam.
I bought cards from the shop. It should be pay to win. I should be winning. They already got the cards. It's not fair.
I really like this game, and I think it's got very similar to vibes to like Cuphead and stuff, and I really like that they are leaning into this artistic
style. It's Doom
style.
Cuphead, like, realistically.
Yeah. In terms of
without the
without
the difficulty, I am playing on easier difficulty, so it's not like actually no, it's not. I'm playing on normal on this one.
Is that where you started, or like? Oh, sorry, you're playing normal.
Yeah, I thought for a sec because I usually will just go easy just to go through games, but this time around I'm like, let's try it normal, and it's been perfectly fine. So
okay, cool.
Awesome. Yeah, like I haven't had that like this is bullshit moment yet, so that's fine. I guess the only complaint I would make at this point really is just. I don't care for a lot of the quote unquote, it's on screen right now, like the secrets. Like it's not some of them are not secrets. It's just literally you see that pile of money right there, just go through that little corner and you'll find it, and that's a secret now. I'm like I don't feel like a lot of the time that I'm actually finding anything so much as I'm just doing what any person who's played a JRPG more than once does, which is just kind of look around everything. But there's not like, if you hit this random switch here, you find something like you would say in like an old Doom or a Shadow Warrior or something like that. I'm not getting like that. So I don't feel like the map exploration really means much. I will also say too, like just the guys coming out of these random doors that stay open, but there's nothing in them. It's also like kind of weird, just a decision. And the last thing now that's coming to my brain, I hate the lockpicking in that game. I hate it. It's really, really annoying.
Oh, that puzzle, that looked fun.
Yeah, it did.
But the problem is you have to use the keyboard to do it or your D-pad. I would much rather just be able to mouse it.
Oh yeah, mouse and keyboard. Yeah.
So it's more tedious than anything else. Like, I don't feel like it's interesting. So it doesn't do anything for me on that. So I'm just like, well, I do want the money, so I kind of gotta do it. But I can.
Now you said the story's kind of like whatever. What about the story is like not? What is it about the story is problematic or like uninteresting?
I mean, it's there's nothing to it right now. Like again, it's still early. But, like, I don't even know if there's intention for it to be, like, anything, like, actually thought-provoking or interesting. It's just a bunch of guys doing their best 1930s noir voice, right?
I mean, to be fair...
Just talking about... Just making cheese puns all the time. So, like, I'm not expecting much, but that's not getting... But it's so far, it's not locking me in. It's the gameplay and the gameplay alone that's getting me into it. Like, the voice acting is fine. Like, it's not... But it's not making me go, like, over the top going, like, oh, this is really funny or this is really good. Like, it's just... The voice acting's mid, the story's not really necessary right now, so the gameplay is carrying it. And the gameplay is perfectly fine. Like, it's not amazing, it's not bad, it's not mid. It's, like I said, it's at 7-8, but the gameplay is doing all that lifting. So, who knows, maybe later on that might change. Maybe something happens where I kind of go, oh, you know what? This character in specific, I love this guy. I want to, like, now I'm starting to get to go around to more of the voice acting stuff. Maybe the story does something a little bit interesting with it. But as of right now, I'm just like, I'm playing a boomer shooter for an hour and then being like, all right, I got my fill of that. I can come back to you later.
Without going into spoilers, like, can you give us the idea of what the main mystery or like what you're like? What's
you're trying to find a dude.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you're a detective trying to find a dude. That's all I have at this point.
Cool. Awesome.
And I'm just waiting to see what the turn is, because you know there's a turn.
There's always a turn.
Always a turn.
But yeah, it's perfectly fine. Like I'm not going to sit here and say it's amazing. I wasn't going into this thinking it was going to be the best thing. I'm like, okay, it's an indie game. This is also something that's a little bit weird that, you know, is probably going to have some cool ideas, but it's probably going to be largely just, you know, like just a test of different stuff, and it won't be anything too special. So it's perfectly fine. But I'm not going to sit here and say that like I'm going to be putting this up for a nomination for anything other than maybe eye candy.
Cool. Awesome. Chris, what have you been playing on vacation?
So, excuse me. As I was mentioning in our Discord, join our Discord in the description. It's a lot of fun there. I have been playing Persona 3 Reload, which is my first foray into the Persona series.
And Kaylan is about to fall asleep for about 5 to 10 minutes.
No, this is definitely a game for Kaylan, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, this is the least JRPG for Kaylan I think I've ever played in my entire life. Every trope that Kaylan hates has so far shown up in this game.
Yep.
11
That's Persona.
Like it's so anime
Paint
JRPG.
by numbers.
It's pretty insane. But yeah, it's my first Persona game. I played Metaphor Refantasio, and that's kind of what made me want to kind of hop into this. I think this stands out in the JRPG world specifically for two main reasons. The first is the art style. A lot of people know that the Persona games have like crazy amount of art and like effort put into their menus, the battle stats that show up after a battle, even just the main menu when you turn on the game. Like the art itself is just so much effort. It's pretty insane. But the other thing, the second thing, that the biggest thing for me personally too, is that JRPGs are always like such an epic story of like going through a world. You go from like town to town, dungeon to dungeon until you make your way to the other end of this world map, and then there's this final dungeon and all of that. This is in a very confined space that you actually spend the entire game in with like a day cycle. So you have your school, a little strip mall kind of between the school and your dorm, and then your dorm. And that's it. Like you pretty much are just like in that area for the most part. You have, like I mentioned, that day cycle, and that kind of really breaks up the gameplay, which is, again, very different from normal JRPGs, where there's no, like when you play like Expedition 33 or something, it's just like one continuous story, and you just save at whatever save point or spot you can kind of save before you continue. It's very much like a novel, where this, because it's broken into days, it's actually like this gameplay loop that's not very long, but you just do it very repetitively, which is nice. You wake up.
It's very much like a running anime where like there are like it's like a Dragon Ball Z anime where there's the points where like, okay, here's the Cell turn, here's the Cell games, this is where shit gets real. And then there's just the random filler episodes where it's just like, yeah, Gohan's going to high school.
Yeah. Literally, like with each day being an episode or something, like it exactly feels like that. Because you wake up, and for a normal gameplay day, you go to school. While you're at school, things happen and you make decisions, which is all meaningful because it boosts your different character stats, so you kind of need those. Then after school, you get to choose what to do. You can either go and work a job to get money, which you can use to buy weapons and armor, or you can hang out with specific people and their persona or their personality kind of boosts your rank in that persona, which is what you use magic in the game. So you'll actually hang out with certain people and like increase your bond with them specifically to make your persona that uses magic in battles be that much more powerful. And then it hits the evening and your school, Kaylan, you're going to love this, your school turns into a massive dungeon tower that the whole purpose of the game is to basically climb to the top of floor by floor. So every night you actually go into the typical JRPG fashion, start on floor 1, fight enemies, find the stairs, go to floor 2, find the enemies, continue up the tower.
I feel like this should just be a running bit now. We need to have like every episode like a 10-minute segment called Explain a JRPG to Kaylan and just watch him just be like, I hate this.
I just glaze over.
Yeah, this is the absolute non-Kaylan JRPG. Like Expedition, we had a chance. Like that kind of stuff, we have no chance here. But yeah, like when you're in the dungeon, there's like a mini boss every 5 to 10 levels. But there's no specific amount of levels or floors, in the dungeon you need to do every day. It's kind of like do as many as you can until you're low on HP, and then you choose to leave the dungeon. You go back to your dorm, you save, go to sleep. And you're on the next day, so you're back at school. You make decisions. Your stats go up. After school,
you'll
hang out
have
with
a deadline you got to finish a section by. Like, there's always something that happens. Or wait, I don't think this one has deadlines per se.
It's so once a month on the calendar. It's a full moon, and that's when the next major story boss shows up.
I'm thinking like 4 and 5 will actually have deadlines where you have to finish a dungeon by a certain point, whereas this one's more like you're like, once you get to this date, whether you're ready or not, it's time.
Yeah.
It's go time.
So, so it's the reason I love this is because most JRPGs, again, it's always like you have to play for a couple hours or a few hours each time. If you're playing Expedition 33, for example, it's like you're in a dungeon, hopefully you find a save point, or you got to finish that dungeon, watch the cutscenes of that dungeon and story, and then once you're at the world map, save again so you can finally, go buy groceries or whatever you do as an adult. Here, each day cycle can be anywhere from like 15 to 25 minutes. So
Sometimes
you can sit
even quicker than that, depending on what you do. Sometimes it could be like 5.
Yeah, it can go real quick. So you can sit down for half an hour, play a few days, and you actually feel like you've made a big dent in the game. You haven't, spoiler alert, this game's long. But yeah, I genuinely love the bite size of this. And I can see how when this was ported to, I don't know if it was PSP or Vita. I don't know which
Yeah, it
one
was
3 would have gone to.
Vita.
I could see 100% how it was very popular on that, because this is a perfect play on the go. I play this on my Switch. I played it on my TV, but honestly, this is the perfect have on the couch next to your wife while she's watching TV, play a couple days of Persona, and then just save and leave the game. I brought this with me on vacation. I played for 3 straight hours on a plane. Didn't get bored of it, but then also while I was on vacation, I'd play 20 minutes, save, cool, and just kind of do little bits of it. So it's perfect for that pick up and play kind of gameplay, but it does give you that, just one more day. When you're gaming at night with your friends and it's just one more round. This game, because it's broken into such short days, it's just one more day. I just want to boost that stat before I go to bed.
And depending too on if you get far enough and all of a sudden a new character that you can add to your list of social links that add to, because not all of them are going to be your party members. Some of them is it could just be your friend from the track team.
Yep.
And they can give you still boosts for something else, especially in Persona 5, and in Chris, you already played Metaphor, where different people, they may not be party members, but ranking them up does mean stuff that either affects you or how your team fights. So there are reasons for, or it affects things like shop discounts. This game, it's all just specifically in your battles and what personas you're able to summon. You'll see it more when you get into to Persona 5 when you eventually go to that route, because obviously if you're liking this game that much, you're definitely going to like 4 and 5. Mm-hmm. So that's not going to be out of the question. What it honestly was for me at the time, and I mean it still even goes for me now, is it's always that bit of, if you're like me, and obviously, Chris, you've played one Trails game so far, so you've also seen it there. These games, too, with the Persona series, they give you so much to sink your teeth into, whether it's the world itself, whether it's all the small characters that it's you can gravitate towards one person in particular that may not have that much of a thing to do with the plot, but you can decide, you know what? Fuck everybody else. I'm going to go hang out with that bitch right now.
Oh, 100%.
Now, does it mean you're going to 100% the game? No, I follow a guide for that because I only play usually these things once, and I'm not going to replay an 80-hour game to try and do it again. But, if you really want to have the freedom to go and do whatever you want, you can just decide, you know what? I don't want to hang out with my friends at all. I'm just going to go study, and I'm going to make sure I'm the smartest motherfucker on the planet, and you guys can't stop me.
Yes, absolutely. And some of those interactions are a little interesting, Adam. I was going to actually mention this to you because there's a 16-year-old boy that's dating his teacher and everybody's talking about it. And there's shower scenes and all your characters are 16 and it's awkward. This is definitely
it's Japan.
This is a game
you
from
have
Japan.
to. This is the thing. I try to remind some people of this because again, I'm also a big anime guy, and there's always that stuff. People need to remember that customs in Japan are different.
Yeah.
Legal, so I shouldn't say legal age. It's obviously still the same. But age of consent is different out there compared to here. So there are different things that are going to be a little bit off-putting. But in terms of the teacher stuff, don't worry, that resolves itself too. It's not like there's an obvious sense of, oh yeah, no, this guy's banging the shit out of this teacher. Don't it's not going to get to that point. They know that it's still rated T for teen, I believe, this game. So they pull back when they need to. In fact, it's the other way around where they kind of use something similar to that in Persona 5 as a villain plot. So they turn that around too. So it goes both ways. And again, also keep in mind, most of the characters in this game are teenagers in high school. So that's the expectation that you're going to be walking into. And if you've watched any number of anime, when most of them are basically characters that are anywhere between 15 and 18, because that's generally most anime characters, it's something you got to just kind of look the other way on. Or if it's something you can't, then you're going to have your struggle with a lot of this stuff that comes from this country, because, well, that's their core market. They either are going straight for teenagers, or they're going for people that miss being a teenager.
Yeah.
Because it's both of those things. You're either right in that perfect age where you're just coming out of high school, or you're people that are far removed from high school and fucking miss it because you're a Japanese salaryman and your life sucks.
Yeah. I definitely had the thought of like, oh, 16-year-old Chris playing this would have loved this, where it's like the 16-year-old guy is figuring out how to date his hot teacher. Yeah. And then as an adult man, I'm like, I feel so uncomfortable with this storyline.
And instead you're like, now you're being like, you know what? Teacher is kind of hot, and she's probably like, there's maybe like at most a 10-year age gap now. It's not probably too bad.
Oh, now, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. It's like, it's weird for me with a lot of games, like, and this is like a random aside that I just feel like going on for the moment, so allow me to have a little bit of a moment here. It's so weird to think about characters that I like was super infatuated with as a teenager. Like, I was a big Riku guy in Final Fantasy X. It's very strange now looking back at that game now as a 38-year-old and realizing she's 15, and it's just like, I don't like this. This is a weird juxtaposition that I'm in here. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, no. That's why Lulu was always the best in Final Fantasy X. She was the mother of the group, but she's like 22.
I was going to say she's probably, like early 20s, because that's old in Japanese standards for most animes, so.
Yeah. I will say I do have one gripe with this game, and I will already put it out there that this isn't actually something wrong with the game. This is a personal preference thing as a 42-year-old man, besides the underage dating of teachers. This game is too long. Like, I haven't felt like it's too long yet, but I've been playing for 2 weeks, and I'm like 18 hours in.
Welcome to my world, Chris.
Oh my god, but I looked on how long to beat. I'm like, oh, I'm in July. I've been playing since the game is in April. I'm in summer for school. The game must be like halfway or something.
Nope.
I'm not halfway. I'm barely 1/3. It's over 60 hours just for the main story. And I saw that and I was like, I've been playing all this time and I'm like not even a third into this game yet. Like, I can feel like I may feel burnout, or I may just be like not able to get there because I have like the James Bond game coming out next month and stuff like that, right? Like,
well, and the way that I would look at this game too is like, unless you're like really like you've got all the time in the world to put in for an 80-hour epic, this is probably the kind of game that, like you said, where you can pop this on your Steam Deck and just kind of mess with it for like an hour or two and then do your thing there. And like the only time you would really want to buckle down is when it's dungeon time, right?
yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
but like in terms of the social link stuff and in the outside of it, like, yeah, no, like that part, it's a grind, but it's also because like a lot of it's very much it's half a grind for stats, but also a half of like the same reason that Kaylan, obviously was not the biggest fan of Mass Effect 2, where there's just like, here's all these people that you really want to get to know. Kaylan's like, yeah, but I don't want to deal with the 11th and 12th guy's story anymore. Like, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, Chris, you need to talk to the person who's really, really sick and in the hospital. You have to.
Yeah, you have to. You have to increase your bond with them because of this one persona you may never use.
But Chris, there's achievements for getting all of them.
Playing on Switch, no achievements.
Damn it.
Didn't do that on purpose, but now that I'm in this, I am very glad I got this on Switch for that reason.
I'm not surprised, though, by the thing of, like, it's really long. Persona games are... Well, I mean, you played Metaphor. Metaphor is a long game, too, so...
Yeah, I just highly suggest anybody who's not in college or high school, get this on some sort of portable console, play this on Switch, Steam Deck, any portable PC, anything like that. You'll have a much better time having this. Like,
either that or commit a month to it.
Or that, but I can't.
Man, if I played this game, this would take my whole year.
No, I think you're underestimating that.
I think that year would be the last year. I think after that you'd retire from gaming and be like, I'm done.
It broke me.
This is done. I'm broken. We went for ramen and made my bond grow, and then I went to bed. That was the game for the day. Like, yeah.
That's the thing. It's a great game, and it also has those moments where you can just kind of chill, right? Because you're just doing random slice of life stuff.
Man,
Yeah.
what
And
Shakespearean
this
writing here?
And it's why it's put some people off of these games. Like, I get why some people are a little bit, like, not into these as JRPG fans, because, like, it's too much of... I don't want to say dating sim, it's not the right way of looking at it, but, like, very much like a slice-of-life anime where it's so much filler, where it's like, yeah, they do pad the time a lot with stuff like this, but it's also, like, that's part of it. It's a life simulator at the same time, so...
Yeah. And the music is great for it. It doesn't have a typical JRPG soundtrack. It's
And
more
they
like
change it every game.
Anime show.
This
Yeah.
one is more of a hip-hop vibe to it.
Yeah,
The
it's
next
like-
one's more of a punk alternative rock
Oh,
vibe.
nice.
The fifth one is disco, and it's the best. Fifth
nice.
soundtrack is so good.
Yeah. It's just like an actual day-to-day soundtrack you would hear versus, Expedition 33, which is more ambiance, orchestrated, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of earworm in this.
Yeah. For anybody watching the video, this is the kid dating his teacher, or trying to. There he is, Kenji.
He's doing his best, man.
But you do get to go for ramen. And when I played this and I was on vacation, I found a ramen place and had it for dinner because of this game. I'm not gonna,
Nice.
I literally went and got ramen. Because
haven't
I
had
saw it in
ramen
the game and it
in
just looked
quite
so
some
good.
time. Granted, that is because I'm trying to actually eat very good, and ramen is one of those things where it's like, well, depending on what you get, that's a lot of calories in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do need to get me some good ramen though. I miss a good bowl of
Yeah. I can tell you a
Of
really good
tonkatsu.
one. I can tell you a really good one near you.
Nice.
But besides ramen, Kaylan, what have you been playing?
I'm just working my way through Mass Effect 3. I probably about half. I'm past the halfway mark, and I gotta say, I think Mass Effect 3 is the best of the series so
You're
far.
still holding on that so far from last week?
Yeah, the gameplay is great. I absolutely love it. I don't really care about the characters anymore. I'm pretty much just playing with. It's Liara and James are just my go-to squad, and that's all I'm doing. I don't care about any of the other ones. Graphically, it's running great. Gameplay's great. It's following that same trope at first. I was like, oh man, this is so refreshing. And, like, it's not so much on character and everything. But then, guess what? Every side mission just so happens to have one of the, special guests be one of your crew from the previous game. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I was doing, like, a mission, and it's like, okay, like, they sorry need help. Cool. Guess who's there? Oh, look, it's Samara. Okay, don't care. Like, I just want to kind of, like, focus on the story, and I feel like this one's a lot tighter than the other ones, but it's still kind of, like, makes the galaxy feel small, that every time you have a mission, it just so happens to be one of your friends from the previous game, like, every single time. So
So many people in the comments, if they end up, seeing, if there's like a clip or anything of this, they're gonna be like, Kaylan, like, that's the best part about Mass Effect. It's like, it's Space Bros, man. What do you want?
No,
like,
I think it's his jacket.
it's the same.
Shepard's jacket
It's the
in this
same
one.
problem like Star Wars has, where it's like it's a massive galaxy, but like it's the same 5 people you bump into at the grocery store. It's like, come on, like it'd be like me going to Germany and just like, oh hey, cool, my neighbor's here because I saw him last week, so he has to be here this week.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still really liking it. Though. I definitely think this is the best one. Unpopular take. I'm playing my own Mass Effect character because I looked at this Shepard and it looks so dumb. I hate the look of Shepard in this game, so I had to make my own because I just couldn't. I couldn't take this guy seriously.
But his
It's
jacket.
funny because when I played the OG, or when I played my original run through it, I still went with the guy. I've since gone and played the Fem Shep route, which is way better.
I wish I had played FemShep.
Man, in retrospect, my Shepard was an ugly motherfucker.
I mean, none of the options were great. You're just choosing the less of them.
No, they don't exactly give you the best options of making a good looking dude, but like, I definitely didn't try.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna wait till the end because, like, I know this is a very controversial game, so I don't want to come out and make grand statements. But so far, I am enjoying this one the most. I like the fact that all the side missions seem to add towards like this like war assets for this giant battle against like the Reapers at the end. I find that like the gameplay is really good, and like I'm rolling with a pistol and an assault rifle, and just I've maxed out my powers, so like I've got like a 200% plus refresh rate, so like I'm just shooting off warps and shockwaves and like all those sorts of things just left and right, and it just feels great. So I'm really liking it. I think Cerberus is the coolest villain in this game. I think the Reapers just look stupid. I don't like. I kind of hate when they show up, but I really like when Cerberus shows up. Like, they are far more interesting and compelling as like a villain or like a antagonist in this game. So
it's why I'm so interested in what the Expanse game is going to be like, because there's no chance of that involving like Space God, right? Yeah. Like, they have to have, okay, it's going to be a faction. It has to be something specific, and it's not going to be something so overpowering that it looks impossible to defeat.
Yeah.
In the same way of, like, whenever they finally show us what Horizon 3 is doing, I'm like, I don't know what you're supposed to be giving us. Like, we're all, like, fucking people fighting with sticks and spears going up against essentially like an incoming spaceship of some sort.
But that's not what we want. We just want to fight dinosaurs. We want to fight robot dinosaurs.
That's it.
I don't want to fight space like monsters. I want to fight robot aliens.
It's kind of the thing with Mass Effect. Like, look, are the Reapers like a real, like, it's an interesting concept. It's just, you're right in the sense of the much more fun villains are the ones you can understand. We can't understand. It's like, I hate how so many Final Fantasy villains just end up with being just God that wants to destroy everything. It's like, but why? Like, your motivations are tepid at best. At least with Cerberus, it's like, oh, you're just trying to, like, you're trying to improve things, but you're doing it in the worst fucking way possible. And, like, that's something worth having a conversation about. I mean, the Expanse kind of approaches that with the doctors that are messing with the proto-molecule and end up starting to take, like, kids to try to experiment on them. That's a villain. Like, that's something that's worth going after, because that's something you can look at and know is wrong. Yeah. I mean, we obviously know that eradication of species is wrong, but it's also, like, apart from us nuking each other to death, not something that we would really associate that hard with, because it's like, we're fighting each other. There's nothing above all of us that we're aware of that's trying to come and kill us next week.
Yeah.
So,
well, this brings up one of the issues I have with Mass Effect as well, is that I find so far, especially with 3, is that there's not a lot of morally gray choices, right? It's very black or white, like, what do you want to do? And, like, there's no interesting choices or choices of consequence, right? Like,
it's always kind of been the problem with Mass Effect, and even a lot of, like, BioWare games in general. There's no actual gray area. It's either be a dick or don't.
Yeah. But, like, I also
it's
find
like,
that there's, like,
say nice thing about a person and help them, punch them. Those are your two choices.
There's minimal consequences as well for your choices. Like, it feels kind of very much like Walking Dead, Telltale games, where it's like, sure, you've got the illusion of choice, but they're just corralling you in the same direction, and it's just whether you get one extra line of dialogue.
There are so few games from let's say 2015, that aren't that. Yeah. Like, just back then, there was a lot of illusion of choice in most of those games. That's the unfortunate part. In retrospect now, as we look at most of them, we're like, yeah, a lot of those choices didn't mean shit, did they?
No.
Whereas, like, you look at games like what Disco Elysium and stuff does now, and you're like, oh, that's what that's supposed to look like. Yeah.
Like, I feel like I don't have a moment here where I'm like, oh, man, I need to, like... And the thing is, Mass Effect 1, I felt like, had it where, like, you had, like, with the Rachni, like, do you want to exterminate them? And I'm like, damn, I kind of see both choices. And, like, when you're dealing with Rex on the beach and, like, a cure for the genophage, like, I can kind of see it. Like, but this one, I don't feel like there's any decisions where
they didn't have a bad start and then kind of went away from that. There is one choice, without spoiling it, in Mass Effect 3, that there are two options, but there are not two options. And you'll know, and I say this lovingly, like, there is a different option than what maybe 1% of people will choose, but everyone knows there is a choice of good or bad where you go, nah, I'm taking the bad choice on this one. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I haven't gotten there yet, but yeah.
You'll know what it happens.
Still enjoying it, though.
I hope to God that you stick with that, because I want to hear the case for why Mass Effect 3, with the ending and all, is better than 2. Okay. I want to hear it. I'm open to the idea. You're going to be wrong, but I'm open to the idea and want to hear it.
Okay. I'm excited for the comments section for that video. That has to be one of our shorts.
When it does happen, I won't even care, like, what the hell we talked about it. I will just put in the title, Mass Effect 3 better than Mass Effect 2, and just watch everything burn.
You know what, though? The comments had, like, there's been some people coming out saying, like, yeah, I totally get, like, the criticism and stuff. So it's not been as...
True.
universally panned my opinions as I thought they might be.
I think it's also just because, again, like, I mean, we even said it last week. It's the gameplay, honestly, in 3 is a step up from 2 for sure.
Although I hate
so
the cover
it's really it really just comes down to your taste in the story at that point.
Cover system is so annoying at sometimes because like I'll try and move and then somehow my character gets out of cover. I'm like, no, get your ass back in cover. He's like, what? Now get out of cover. It's like, no, stop it. And then I just get like my head smoked.
Xbox 360 cover games.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's move on to this week's topic of the show. Like I said, I'm coming to you guys with 10 games. We're gonna make it. You guys working together. You have to rank these from, like we'll do like 1 to 10. I'm gonna give you guys random games at a time. We'll start with 2, and then I'll add 1. You guys have to kind of fill it in. You guys can adjust your scores and the rankings as you see fit as I present new games to you. Pardon me. One thing I will tell you, so these are Metacritic scores. I went generally with what was the best score. And what I'm going to do is, it ranges from anywhere from 70 to basically 100. And there's going to be one game for each category of 5. So there'll be one game that ranks between a 70 and a 74. And then one that ranks from 75 up to 79. One that ranks between 80, 85, and 84.
4.
You know what I mean. Like, it goes on. But there'll be at least one in each of those 5 categories. So we're going to have 6 different categories. But not every category is only going to have one. So each game, there's going to be a representation of each area. Some might be more represented than others. What I'm going to do for fun is I'm going to get you guys to also give me your guess when you guys place them, what you think the actual Metascore will be. So you guys can kind of talk amongst yourselves where you guys want to put it, but then each of you can put your own little Metascore beside it, and we'll see kind of who's closer and going off. And there's no doubles, so there's not going to be 2 games that have like, you know, a 70 or whatever. Like they'll distinctively fit one over the other.
Okay.
Yeah. If you guys are watching at home, follow along, see if you guys can beat Adam and Chris. So I'm going to give you guys 2 to start with.
Probably won't take much.
I'll give you guys 2 to start with. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Ooh.
And Far Cry 3.
Oh, God, this is already difficult.
All right, well, I'll go to this amazingly put together Google Sheets doc for this.
High quality right here.
That is, wow. Look at this content.
Oh,
I've
man.
already, I set a font color for. I swear I set it to white. I'll fix it in a second.
It's not even the
I
on-brand
swear
purple.
I set you to white. Bastard. And you said Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I'm not putting them any place specific. I'm just writing them down.
All right. So, and we guess these 2 where they should go,
Well,
and then you'll give us more.
Yeah, I'll give you another one. Once you guys put these 2, I'll give you another one. You guys can then fit it in the slot where you think it goes. And you guys could readjust them if you guys need to.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah, no, you guys
readjust
can
them as
totally
we
rearrange
go.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wondering if
I
Jedi Fallen
would
Order is
assume
high
Far Cry
70s.
3 would be above Jedi Fallen Order, but I'm not
I have to assume. Far Cry 3 specifically?
like you would assume. It's just a matter of where.
Yeah. I'm thinking Far Cry 3's in the 80s, and then Fallen Order is either in the high 70s or the low 80s.
I feel like Fallen Order would be like in that 81 to 82 range.
Yeah, that feels, yeah, so that's probably like an 80 to 85.
Like I'm locking in 81 as mine.
Yeah, that's a good number. Honestly, I would have loved to have gone with 81, but now
I mean, you're not allowed to.
You guys
don't
can have the
to
same.
be
You guys have the
different.
same number.
it's like I don't want it to be where we both win. I'd rather lose than tie with Adam.
But we're ranking them together. It's just bonus points.
I know, for the bonus points, I mean.
So I know you're upset that I knew what the fucking HP for Ozma was, but you need to stop taking this so seriously.
What was it, 55,535?
Oh, now he knows it.
535.
Yeah, now I know it.
You're never gonna forget it now, too.
I'm never going to forget it. I wake up in the middle of the night screaming that number.
Alex is just like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" You're like, "Nothing. It's fine."
Nothing. Ozma.
You're just sitting. You're sitting on your vacation,
I'm
just
gonna
having a
lock
coffee,
in
and
Far
Alex
Cry
like,
388.
"What are you
as
thinking
well.
about?" You're
That's
like,
what my brain's
"Nothing."
thinking.
Yeah, so I think Far Cry 3 is definitely in the 85 or 80, 85 to 89 range or whatever it is. And then, yeah, Jedi Fallen Order is 80 to 84.
I might
I'm
be
gonna
going
go,
too high. It could be in the 86 area too, so I'm not sure. But
I'm going to go 84 for my guess for Fallen Order. And for Far Cry, I'm going to go, honestly, like 85.
So you're not going that much more. Okay.
Not that much more.
So we know it's not going to be at the top, but we're thinking it's somewhere in the 80s.
And this goes right up to 100, right? You said, Kaylan? So there's like a 90 to 94 and a 95 to
Yep. Yeah.
99, I guess.
Yep.
Or 100.
Yeah, there could be multiple. Like, you could have two sitting in 85, but there will be at least, when you guys are done, there should be one that's in like 70, 75, one that's 76 to 80, 80 to 85, 86
So
to
there's going to
90.
be 8 unique ones and then 2 that'll probably be like in the same as another.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Next one I'm going to add in there is Fallout New Vegas.
God, this is already in the same. Oh. How would have that... Again, I want to say like
Now,
I feel
if
like
we
this
rearrange stuff, can we also change these scores, or should we lock the scores? Actually, you know what? For a challenge, we'll lock the scores in, but we still might change them as we go.
Sure.
Because it'll be funnier that way, so we see just how far off we were.
I think it's an 84 between the 70 and 74 range.
I honestly look at New Vegas, and I think it might be in a similar spot to like what Far Cry 3 is, like in those high, in the 85 to 90 range.
Yeah, because it's like a very beloved Fallout game.
But then Kaylan's going to come in with Morgan's and be like, okay, they can't all be 80s.
Yeah, that's a problem. I feel like everything's going to be in that range. Maybe it's like high 70s. But then again, maybe it's low 90s. Like, this is one of those games where it has a cult following, but like, does everybody love New Vegas?
And that's the challenge, right?
This is bullshit, Kaylan. This is bullshit.
It's welcome back, Chris. We missed you. Now Adam gets to suffer with you, though.
It's so brutal.
Yeah. I'm gonna go high.
Do I hot take this?
Yes.
I think New Vegas is under Far Cry 3.
I do too. I genuinely do.
I think it might be with the Jedi Fallen Order in the 80s. And we may also be putting Jedi Fallen Order in the wrong category, but I think it's in that category.
Yeah, like Jedi Fallen Order could be high 70s for all we know.
Like, I think in the end, I probably set it like this.
Yeah.
So Fallout.
I don't know if it's
3,
necessarily... Well,
Fallout New Vegas.
well,
and
the
then
reason I'm
Star
doing
Wars.
is because I'm locking this in. I'm sticking at 84 for New Vegas.
I'm gonna go like 81. This is where I think it's.
We're literally flipping our scores between Fallen Order and New Vegas.
Oh shit!
That is funny.
Look at that.
Cool. All right. Next one on the docket. So right now we have a score of Far Cry 3 being the most popular, followed by Fallout New Vegas, then Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Next one we're going to put on there, the original Little Big Planet for PS3.
Oh, that's got to be like a 70-something, right? Or is that one where people would have... No. God, can they all be just the low 80s?
I think the second one did better, so I kind of am leaning in the high 70s.
I think, yeah. This has got to be a high 70s.
I mean, I'm not going to think too hard about it. I'm already going to sit it here.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think this is a 77. That's my...
Do you want to lock it, though?
Yeah, I do, Adam. I don't
Okay.
want to think about it too much. I only have so much time to be here on this podcast.
I'm going to lock it in at a 75.
All right.
I'm not going to think too hard about that one. I can't put another 80 on the screen already.
Yeah, I know they can't.
Next one, Last of Us Part 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got.
Ah!
That's
We can see all his tabs.
Don't worry, none of the porn was showing yet. It's fine.
that is a low 90.
That's for a Patreon only exclusive right there. Go through Adam's tabs.
Just go through his tabs. Yeah, so this
said
is me
part two,
searching
right?
Walmart
Part two.
for specific.
Okay, I'm going to lock that at 94. I'm
Yeah,
almost positive I think that's it.
is a. It's in the like 90 to 94. I'll go like 93. Like I know it's up there.
Yeah, I don't think it's the 96 and up,
No,
but I'm pretty sure
Or
it's like
95 and up?
No, I'm almost positive it's 94.
yeah.
Next is, so right now we're currently standing in the top 5. Number 1 is Last of Us Part 2. Number 2, Far Cry 3. Third is Fallout New Vegas. Fourth is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Fifth, Little Big Planet. Next one I have for you, gentlemen.
I don't hate the list. The only thing that I'm wondering is New Vegas and Fallen Order. I might be underrating Fallen Order a little bit.
Maybe.
Sticking with exclusives, the original launch game for the Nintendo Wii, Wii Sports.
Oh, that's an interesting one because
That's a hard one to figure.
it being like a tie-in game or like a free game that came with the system, at least in North America, does that boost it? Like as a game standing alone, what would people rate that? It's
That's
definitely not
so
in the
interesting.
90s.
You'd think
Or is it the perfect game ever made? Now I don't even know.
that, and that's where I'm struggling, right?
Yeah, this could be a 98 or a 72. It's motion control golf and bowling. Like what? Damn it. Oh. We can always move it around after, Adam. We can always do that. Because we've already got a high 70s.
I don't even know where I
limit.
place it. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, this is a wild card to me. Oh God. This has got to be like a 70 something, right? Like it's not a very big game.
Well, that's what you think, right? But like we're also remembering that this is a game that everyone likes, like in retrospect says they love a lot.
Yeah.
Isn't it also like one of the like best, like
If you can, because
Most
it was with
owned,
consoles,
yeah.
you technically
Yeah.
call it the most highest selling game ever or something or whatever.
or like one
Yeah.
of them, right? But it's not like because it just
Yeah.
sold well because it sold with the Wii.
Yeah. But my mom and my grandma who played, they're not a Metacritic giving it a score. You know what I mean? Like that's also what I'm thinking.
I'm struggling so much with this. I don't know where I want to place this at all.
I honestly want to either go in the 90s or the 70s for some reason.
That's what I mean. Like, it could be anywhere.
Oh God. I don't know. Do we do 70s? Do we do 90s? Like obviously 80s would be the happy median, but I'm already seeing stuff in the 80s.
So,
But it could
I mean,
be a
we're
low
ti-
80s.
We're tying these scores anyway, but like, here's where my brain is right now.
The like low 80s?
That's where my brain is.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe
And I'm
this
locking-
is something like
I'm
an
locking
83
it.
or something.
At an 82, and I think I don't know if I'm over or undershooting at all.
Yeah, put me as like a 80. That counts in here, right? It's like 80 to 84.
That would be within
Well,
that,
I mean-
yeah, that would be that category. Yep.
Okay.
We've
80.
we've also all locked in 3 games in that same level, so we've already kind of fucked that up royally. But now all that matters is if we can rank them correctly.
All we need is a low 70s and then a high 90s. Oh no,
And
that
then we're
could
gonna
be more
get the
than
full list
2.
of 10 games, and we're gonna be fighting afterwards.
Because it's only from 70 to 100, so there's only 6 categories.
Yes.
So there can be more than 2. There could be 3 in a single one.
It could be 4 in 1.
Okay, you guys ready?
Unfortunately, yes.
Your 7th game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Okay, Tony Hawk is really highly rated. Those are sometimes in the 90s. But I don't know the third one.
That's a high 80 or at most 90, I think. I would immediately think to put it. You said 3, right?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the 3rd one. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that's low 90s. But now I feel like The Last of Us needs to be high 90s because of this fucking Tony Hawk.
I'm
here.
locking in 90. I think that's where it is.
Give me... Yeah, it's definitely in the 90s.
He's
Give me
gonna throw a
92.
game that I'm gonna be like, oh, that's the 96. Like I'm waiting for that. It's either already Last of Us Part 2, and I'm just underrating it slightly, or he's gonna drop Ocarina of Time and be like, oh, there it is.
No, or it's Wii fucking Sports, Adam. We don't know. That could be the 98 on here.
I don't think Wii Sports got rated that highly. I think that's overshooting it.
I love
want
watching you guys
I want
dance
92.
at this.
Tony Hawk, I want 92. Give me that 92. That's where I feel like he's skateboarding.
Okay.
I'm not uncomfortable with that.
So our current list, ranking if you're playing at home, follow along. Number 1, Last of Us Part 2. Number 2, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Number 3, Far Cry 3. Number 4, Fallout New Vegas. Number 5, Wii Sports. Number 6, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Number 7, Little Big Planet. Next one I'm going to give you guys is Days Gone. The PS4 exclusive Days Gone.
Oh, that's a 70 something.
Welcome to the bottom.
Yeah, that's the bottom.
70.
Easily. Yeah, I'll give that a 72.
Okay.
72 or 70?
72. I'm going to be a little generous.
Okay, moving on. I'm not spending time.
Yeah,
on
that
it.
one
It's-
I'm actually,
It's
like, I'm
either
like, nah.
10th or 9th.
Even if I'm wrong on that one, I feel we're not wrong, and that's what it deserves. I don't know why.
Your next Your number 9 option, Darksiders, the original PS3 classic Darksiders.
Ooh. That's a 70-something, right? It's still the first one. Like, it's the more rough of the trilogy.
I'm thinking above Little Big Planet. Like the first one, right?
Yeah, the first Darksiders. Were you playing as
like in the 80s or the 70s?
70s.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
I'm locking in 78.
I'm just gonna leave that 77.
Okay.
All right.
So that leaves us with one more game. So yeah. So
final game.
Since it's already in my head to do it. So our list at this point from 1 to 9 is Last of Us Part 2, Tony Hawk 3, Far Cry 3, Fallout New Vegas, Wii Sports, Jedi Fallen Order, OG Darksiders, Little Big Planet, and Days Gone.
Okay.
Now throw us the wrench.
Your final game, Stardew Valley.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, fuck me. That's got to be the high 90s. Everybody loves that game. Everybody who plays that game thinks it's beautiful. That's got to be the high 90s. Because if not, then Last of Us needs to be bumped. We don't have a high 90s one yet. There's like a 96, and it's either The Last of Us or Stardew Valley. Or Wii Sports, because why not?
You know what, Kaylan, can I ask one clarifying question with all these? I never thought about this. Are you pulling like from a specific console for these?
No, I just typically went with what I did is I went through Metacritic and I was just doing high, low, and I just went through the list. So typically it's whatever the highest one was.
Okay.
I'll confirm if you want. If it's
No.
Well, is it the PC version?
Let me confirm.
Because there could be a port
This
could
is
change
this
things.
is the PC version.
Okay, that's what I figured.
But
So, Chris, our dilemma is this.
yeah, it is the PC.
It's in the
version.
90s. It's got to be in the 90s. Stardew
You would
Valley?
think. You would think.
Especially the PC version. I feel like it's where it lived like the strongest.
You would
Maybe the
think.
Switch would be the strongest. Well, either Last of Us has to be bumped up to the high 90s, which a part of me thinks like, yeah, maybe it's a 96. Or we give Stardew Valley a 96, and it's better than Last of Us, and we get to hold that over Kaylan's head for the rest of his life.
I don't think it's above Last of Us. I think Last
Honestly,
of
I
Us
don't
might end up being the 95.
I
plus.
think it's like I want to give Last of Us a 96 if we bump it. Well, no, we already locked those numbers in, but I do think it's the higher 90s, and then Stardew Valley.
I'm
is the
trying
low
to
90s.
think of whether I put it 2 or 3. Because the thing that here's what's going in my brain, Chris. Old games, there weren't nearly as many reviews for, and they were way more positive back in the day. Mm-hmm. Like you look at Tony Hawk games, like I went to 90 right away because I knew they always got 9s.
Yeah.
Stardew got reviewed by a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is 3 only because Tony Hawk will probably have a better shot of having more consistent 9s.
Mm-hmm.
So we can decide where it's going to go. I'm just putting it here for now because I think Kaylan is trying to get us to lean like, oh, well, it's like one of the most popular games ever. I'm locking an 89.
Maybe.
Oh, you want to go there? Okay.
I'm thinking the aggregate because keep that in mind,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, I'm good with it being in third place, but I want my number to be like 93.
So you just want to be in that spot. Okay. So we've locked in these. These are stuck. So it's a matter of what I'll do is I'll put actually, you know what? I'll separate them and we'll just kind of do like a plus of where we were for these.
Okay.
And kind of tally it up at the end. So we'll have like our own extra score afterwards, but now we need to figure out the order.
Last of Us is definitely the 95 to 99 or
Yeah, I'm
95
happy
to
with this
100.
being the one. I think our 1 and 2 are dead on, to be honest.
Yeah, wait
The
till
only
Wii
thing I can
Sports
think of
is
that
number
might
one.
be able to trip it up is honestly Far Cry 3, and I think that's probably not a thing. Because I don't think New Vegas would. If Wii Sports ends up being like in the 90s and like beating other things, I'll be stunned.
I won't.
Because I think
Nothing could
enough
stun me with
people
Wii
would have
Sports.
said the motion controls are fine. Because remember, this is also like early motion controls. I'm sure there's going to be some like, oh, it's jank, right?
No, they're going to be like, it was amazing. The system let me play tennis with my actual arm. This is incredible. It's blew people away. I like our list as it is, but I won't be surprised at Wii Sports. It could move anywhere on this list, and it will not surprise me.
Yeah,
It
it's
could go to the
kind of
bottom
like
or the top.
this section is painful.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident about
Yes.
about this, and I'm mostly confident about that. I'm almost positive this is going to be like maybe Little
Yeah.
Big Planet is below it, just
Yeah,
because
those
it was like a
last three,
first run.
super confident.
But like
Easy.
the reviews for Days Gone were so middling that I'm almost positive like it's our low 70.
Yeah. Or Days Gone is 96. We're not. Who knows?
So like I'm in the point of, do you think there's anything that you want to switch in the middle, which is Far Cry 3, New Vegas, Wii Sports, and Fallen Order?
No, I think I like them as they are. I think Far Cry 3 is more well received than New Vegas.
Okay. I don't want to agonize it over any further. So I think Kaylan, I think we've locked in what we've got here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly do...
Actually, no. Can I clarify on a couple of things just to kind of fully finish this? What console what console was? I'll just ask for a couple of these. What console was Pro Skater 3 based off of?
He's going to come back and say like Nintendo
PlayStation
DS or
2.
Game Boy. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was Far Cry 3?
PC.
Okay. New Vegas?
that'll probably be PC as well.
Xbox 360.
Oh,
Okay. And then Fallen Order is the last one. I don't think it's going to change anything for me, but it's just kind of like to get me in the headspace.
PlayStation 4.
Okay.
quick one. Wii Sports. What console was that one?
That was surprisingly on the Wii. So I'm just gonna
Yeah, I don't.
It is where it is.
I can't think of any reason to change.
No.
The only thing that might have got me was if Tony Hawk was N64, I might have actually thought of pushing it higher.
Okay.
Did 3 come to the? Oh yeah, maybe.
That was the only thing my brain was like. If it was an N64 games for some reason they are constantly reviewed stupid high.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Like, before I do that, can I? I'm not looking up Tony Hawk's 3 on Metacritic. I'm actually going to pull up for my own, just so I can prove my point. I want to pull up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 on. Yeah, because like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 was a 94. So like that's where my brain's at. So honestly, if we're wrong and Pro Skater 3 is number 1, I wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah.
So for you guys at home, if you guys are just listening audio, here's the ranking we have. Number 1 is Last of Us Part 2. Number 2, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. 3 is Stardew Valley. 4 is Far Cry 3. 5 is Fallout New Vegas. 6 is Wii Sports. 7 is Jedi Fallen Order. 8 is Darksiders. 9 is Little Big Planet. And 10 is Days Gone. So let's get into breaking this down.
I think Pro Skater 3 is number 1. I'm so in my own head now.
So, good news, guys. The first one is correct. Days Gone is the lowest game on this list at a score of 71. So you guys are hugging it right between on both
right
ends.
in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's +1 in mine.
So I don't know about you guys. Like I played this game.
Plus-
I think this game was good, with the exception of like some cringe writing and just way too long. But like driving around on your motorcycle, finding parts, fighting the stupid zombies that I'm not going to call freakers, but just doing those horde modes at the end were really cool. And I think it took too long to get to the interesting part of the game and the part that they sold. Because I think that game, if you're like going to play it, is like 30 or 40 hours.
I never played it.
Look, you just have bad taste, Kaylan. It's okay. You're allowed to
Days
have
Gone
one.
typically takes between 35 to 40 hours to complete the main story. So, just way too long. Number 9, Wii Sports.
Oh, it was down in the 70s.
Yeah, once again,
Okay.
Metacritic score, 76. So you guys were hugging it right between 75 and 77. Oh, no,
Bear
you guys.
with me.
So you guys had it wrong there.
I'm trying to make stuff look good.
You guys were a little off on that one. So 76.
Sorry, what was Wii Sports?
Wii Sports was a 76. So you guys were not close. I was looking at your Little Big
76,
Planet
okay.
scores.
Yeah.
I was surprised this one was so low because, like, I think culturally it was bigger than it was. Like, but I gotta remember when that game came out, it only had, like, what, 4 sports? So,
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Well, and
It
that
wasn't
was
too
my
many.
worry, right?
There
Is
was
that it was going to
golf,
be
boxing,
not as strong as we thought.
baseball, tennis,
Bowling.
and bowling. So there was 5. I played that, like, over Easter weekend at my parents' house because we still have the Wii that I had as a kid, so It was fun. I was getting my my oldest to play, and he was like, "What are we doing here?"
I'm honestly not surprised by being in the 70s. I'm more disappointed that people are probably just under-reviewing it.
Number 8, the third on the bottom, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order at a 79.
Wow.
79.
Yeah. Now, I don't know about you guys. Like, I really like this game. I think it's one of the better Star Wars games. But did that game come with a lot of, like, bugs and stuff when it first launched?
No, I don't think
I just didn't care for it.
Jedi Survivor did, but not Fallen Order. I think Fallen Order was a great launch.
The only problem I had with the Jedi Fallen Order was the maps were really a pain in the ass to navigate.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
That was one of the reasons I didn't finish it.
Yeah. But, I mean, that the first time you get the lightsaber, it just looks so good. So, number 7, Darksiders, with a surprising 83.
Okay.
That is surprising.
To be honest, I like Darksiders. Like, I think it, for me, reaffirms the argument of the Nintendo bump, because it's literally just Legend of Zelda in a Warhammer meets, like, apocalypse vibe, but it's the exact same gameplay. You go to a dungeon, you get an item, the item helps you navigate that dungeon, you beat the boss with said item, wash, rinse, repeat for like 5 or 6 dungeons.
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting the itch though to play the second one, because I'm kind of wanting to play a 3D Zelda-esque game that's not Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
All right, well, the ultimate question then, Kaylan, now that we're on to number 6, are we at least keeping the halves together?
What do you mean?
Is Little Big Planet 6?
No.
Damn.
What?
Number 6, Fallout New Vegas at 84. So
Hey!
on the nose. Well done.
We got one.
Okay. Next,
The Little Big Planet's going to kill us.
Far Cry 3. You guys got these two correct, but at least being beside each other, with 88. So Adam, once again, right on the nose with the score.
Wow. Adam. Now I know what was on all those tabs you had open.
Okay. And once again, Far Cry 3 was just such a good game. Like, coming off of, like, the series, like, because there was the original Far Cry, which was kind of just a tech demo, and then Far Cry 2 got weird because you were, like, some malaria...
Far Cry 2 is extremely underrated, too.
Yeah, because, like, you're, like, got malaria and you have to take, like, medication all the time or else you die. The fire mechanics. But then Far Cry 3 came in, I think, honestly, had one of the coolest villains of all time that they stupidly killed off halfway through the game.
Yeah, Voss is
Yeah.
fantastic.
So good. Like, so quotable.
Yeah. Fun fact, my wife knows the motion capture guy.
Yeah?
Well, kind of knows, yeah, who was Voss. He's married to a girl that used to work in my wife's industry.
Very
So she sometimes just shows, like, his Instagram post, and I'm like, "What? You have Voss? Like, it looks just like him. Like, it's him." Yeah.
She's sneaking into your...
Kaylan, please tell us we didn't put a top 3 item at number 9.
Number 4, Stardew Valley at 89.
Oh my god.
Adam, once
You know
again...
what? I'll take the
right
fact
on
that I'm even 3 in a row here.
Yeah. Okay, that is really good. Good for you, Adam. But really
But,
bad for
oh
us
my
with Little
God,
Big Planet.
we
What is
severe.
happening?
I honestly can't believe that Little Big Planet was rated that highly.
I swear to God, if the main top game in the like 95 to 99 or whatever is Little Big Planet,
It's not. It's not.
it can't be.
I'm still convinced that Tony Hawk is number 1.
Number 3, Last of Us Part 2 at 93.
I got one.
Wow.
Okay.
There.
Wait, I'm sorry. Little Big Planet is better than The Last of Us Part 2?
According to
According
Metacritic.
to the world? That is wrong. That is just... I've played both of these games.
I'm pulling that page up afterwards to prove it.
Little Big Planet's fun, but it's like not that fun.
I'm gonna do some serious math now because we're 20 off.
Okay. Do you guys want to know number 2 or number 1?
Well, clearly number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, Little Big Planet at 95.
Thank God.
95.
Honestly, I loved Little Big Planet. That was one of the first games that Jen and I played together, and we had so much fun with the levels. The levels were so creative. I remember there's like a world where you're in like a western, and you have to carry this dynamite very gently. And I just remember totally pissing her off and just throwing it around all the time. We like would sit on the couch and we're just laughing playing this game. Like I kind of feel like Little Big Planet needs a remake. Like it doesn't even need. It just needs a re-release. It needs to get off of the PlayStation 1, or sorry, it needs to get off of the PlayStation 3.
Yeah. No, it's a good game. I really, really enjoyed that game. But a 95 on Metacritic, like, I don't know.
Okay. And your final game on there is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 with the score of 97.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Wow.
Should have trusted my gut.
So, Adam, how many did we get right here? I think we got one. I see one, two.
We got one.
We didn't place a single thing correctly.
Days Gone, you got right.
Days Gone.
Oh, sorry.
You got one right.
We got one right.
That was it.
It's because everything got bumped by fucking Little Big Planet. If we'd just pushed everything down one, we would have been fine.
But Adam, you got 3 right on the nose. Chris, you got 1 right on the nose.
One.
So I gotta do math here.
Seriously, if Little Big Planet, we just bumped it to the top, all of a sudden our 4, 5, and 6 are in the correct spot. So is 8.
Yeah.
We would have had like half this list correct if it weren't for Little Dumb Planet over here.
In terms of goal score, who won in terms of their Metacritic guesses?
Unfortunately, somehow not me.
Good for you, Chris. You redeemed yourself from last week's abominable quiz show that you were on.
Yeah, that was totally fair. That one. Yeah,
I'm glad
totally
you
fair
agree.
quiz show.
I'm glad you agree with that.
I may have, the math might be slightly off. I know it's not under. I know it's not. I know I'm not better than it. So
we're not mathologists here, so it doesn't matter. All right. Well, that was fun.
Ugh.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Yay.
I actually really enjoyed that. Even though we crashed and burned hard on certain spots, I really
So I'll throw
enjoyed
you a
that.
couple that I had here, and just like shoot out randomly where you think what you think it would have fit. The 3 that I was kind of sitting around with were Perfect Dark. Where would you put Perfect Dark?
Ooh. Probably like a 84.
I would have put it at like a 94.
It was 97.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Like I said,
Okay.
N64 games, man.
True.
So now that it's in my head,
So funny enough, with
there's the proof.
Fallout New Vegas. Yep, I'm not right.
No, I'm just so anybody watching the video version can see it.
Yeah.
It's got a 95.
Yep.
Wait, PlayStation official gave it 100. That is cheating.
That's like the old meme of like Obama putting the Medal of Honor on top of himself.
All right. Okay.
Ironically, so I was going to throw in a loophole here, or like a curveball. Fallout 3. Where would you think Fallout 3 would go? Above or below Fallout New Vegas?
I think it would just go ever so slightly above.
No, it actually.
Fallout 3? I think slightly below.
No, it's actually drastically higher. So Fallout New Vegas has a Metacritic score of 84, which also, if you remember at one point, there was a whole controversy about the developers not getting a bonus because it didn't clear that 80% thresh mark within a certain time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But now it sits in 84, so I mean, I don't know if it's retroactive. But Fallout 3 actually sits at 93, which is almost 10 points higher than New Vegas, which I feel like New Vegas is the better of the two in hindsight.
It is. I've played
Reviewing
both,
is
like,
also weird, man.
recent.
It's also like, something being fresh versus something being iterative, right?
And that's
Yeah,
that's
true.
part of it, right?
Yeah, one feels like a spin-off.
Last one I had that I was going to throw you for a curveball. Crash Team Racing, where would you guys have put that?
Oh god. Like 78.
No, that's like a 92.
Chris is closer, 88.
Ah, okay.
I know people love that game for some reason.
Jen tried to argue with me that is better than Mario Kart.
Wow.
Like, we were watching the Mario movie with
Well, we all know the correct answer is Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
Don't even go
As
there.
Mega Man might be on board.
So, because we were watching the Mario movie with our son, and Jen was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "Yo, this is like Mario Kart." And she's like, "Yeah," or like Crash Team Racing, which was like better and like original in the first one, and I had to like pump the brakes right there. Like, she is not going to be doctrinating our son that Crash Team Racing is somehow better or innovative or like leading the way over Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Not
No, that's
not in this house.
No, you put your foot down. You put your foot up in the air and you say, "You see what I'm doing?" And then you put that foot down,
Right.
and then everybody knows.
Right down. This is a house of equals. We're all respected here, but that's getting shut down real fast.
Yeah.
No, CTR is better than Mario Kart in this house.
No, don't even call it CTR. Don't even give it the no. It's just Crash Dumb Racing or something. You got to put it down a bit.
Yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's been this week's episode. As you can tell, I'm losing my voice, so we're going to wrap it up here. If you like that, we post every Wednesday at 4 p.m., every Friday at 4 p.m., and Saturday mornings around 9-ish whenever Adam gets out of bed.
9:30 a.m. sharp.
There you go. If you like that, you can also connect with us on link.tr or linktr.ee/PixelPlay podcast. The Buckleys, the Benadryl, it's all kicking in right now. I'm just kind of zooming off into space. So with that, we're going to leave it there. I've been one of your hosts, Kaylan, a.k.a. Catastrophe, joined as always by Jin and Chris and Adam at CS Radical. We'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.